Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer. This video is going to be very long. It's going to be very educational and hands-on, I guess. It is 12:30 in the morning and I am still up. I'm very excited to make this video because I had made a post earlier today and it got sparked based off a client's comment, and this is something you guys need to know. So you can go back and read the post. Basically came down to me complaining about my carbs being too high, and that as the day progressed, those were going to get balanced out. Well, a client of mine who's gotten tremendous results over the last year and a half too made a comment. She said, as long as you count your net carbs, that's what matters. Which I feel like is amazing that she's able to keep me on my feet like that. So, to summarize, first of all, let's answer what carbs are to our body. Carbs are essentially sugar to our body. They allow us to move, and I don't care who you are, you eat carbs. Even if you're trying to lose weight and you eat these low-carb diets, you eat carbs. Put it this way, your car won't move without gas and your body won't perform without carbs. Now, depending on your goals, some people I have eat more carbs, some people I have eat less carbs. So, carbs enter our body, they break down, they enter our bloodstream, they allow us to do these things. First of all, let's look at the umbrella of carbs. Carbs can either be a sugar, a fiber, or starch. So sugar can be like fructose, dextrose, sucrose. Starches can be either forms of like pastas, potatoes, and then fiber. Okay, now all we get one of those three whenever we eat. One of those is not going to affect our sugar levels, and that's going to be fiber, and it's harder to digest our body. So essentially, if I look at these pinto beans here, a half a cup has about 20 grams of carbs, if you can see that right here. 20 grams of carbs. Now, underneath that, it also says that 7 grams are actually fiber. So if I take 20 minus 7, that means 13 carbs affect my sugar levels, 7 don't. Okay? So what does this mean? That means you get to eat more carbs. Everybody wants to eat more carbs. However, that means you have to eat more fibrous carbs. So no, you can't eat Debbie cakes and pastas. You have to eat more vegetables. Down the road, a little bit more fruits and grains. Again, depending on what science and what diet you go off of, they have different approaches. And neither of them are right or wrong, and that's not my job. My job is to educate you. So, what are some things to expect? First of all, you're going to make a complete transition to these carbs. It means you're going to lose a lot of weight, okay? You're going to lose a lot of weight. Where is this mostly notable at? It's going to be noticed at places like Weight Watchers. You're going to notice it at places like Atkins Diet. A lot of supplement companies, when they write out nutrition plans, they love doing this because you get results. And when you get results, you make them look better, which is fine. That's completely fine. But if you lose a lot of weight fast and you never made a change here, what do you think long-term that does to your weight? So it's been notable, and they're notorious for the clients and the users to put on a lot of weight back, probably more than they lost. 2, they're going to feel very tired and cranky, and 3, moody. And I know you guys seen me moody, and you guys don't like that. So that's something we want to eliminate. But also, again, I'm not trying to stereotype and jump to conclusions here. A lot of people who are on Atkins diets and Weight Watchers, they're not as active. They sit more, and they just need to make eating changes, and they will get results. So, with them not being active, generally they'll tell them to do some kind of walking because they can't write out training programs for them if these people don't move around a lot. Having them eat healthier is going to give them results. Bingo. So if those are your goals, that's going to fit your criteria. Now, for those of you who train with me, I know those aren't all your goals because you also want to get stronger, leaner, lose more body fat, and be able to sustain this lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This isn't a quick fix. If you like quick fixes, that's fine. More power to you. If you're a client of mine, I know you want to get stronger. I know you want to get leaner and build a little bit more muscle, because what does that mean? That means when you lose that excessive weight, you're going to look lean and toned. You won't look like somebody pulled you out of the dryer. You won't look like you have a lot of saggy skin or whatnot. You're going to look the part, okay? So that's compare and contrast. Now, what approach should be taken? In my opinion, if this is something that you want to uptake, go for it. 2, your best approach, in my professional opinion and my personal opinion, is going to be just to track your carbs. So if I can eat 1,000 calories and 30% can be carbs, that means 300 calories can be carbs. Or in other words, 150 grams a day. Okay? If I'm used to eating 500, 600, 800 calories of bad carbs like Debbie cakes, all this other stuff, and I have to make a transition strictly to vegetables, that's going to be very hard. If you can do it, good job. Pat yourself on the back. But if you can't, a more realistic approach would be just transitioning your carbs to fruits, vegetables, whole grains, whole wheat. That way you can still enjoy your pasta. You can still enjoy your bread, but a little bit healthier alternative version. As you start seeing the results going down the road, then yes, maybe you can take an Atkins approach or completely counting your net carbs. And two, for my performance folks, what do you think this does to your recovery? If you're trying to get stronger, but you're not having the carbs there to help with the recovery, with the protein delivery, you're probably going to have very, very crappy future workouts. You're not going to be able to perform, and you're probably going to get hurt. Okay? So, in theory, in conclusion, for those clients of mine who train with me, I mostly have you track your carbs, but if you already track your net carbs, more power to you. I just don't want to overwhelm you. I want to make this pretty easy and make it something that you can sustain. Two, if this is something that you want to uptake, please see me. Please get educated. Please see your doctor, your nutritionist. I have plenty of people in here who can educate you as well. I'd be more happy to sit down with you, and if this is a role that you want to take, we can even build